Hey, viewers and viewresses, my name is General Red Strategist, and welcome back to F My Life with Phil. How you doing over there, Phil?
Okay, yes, absolutely. We've done quite a good chunk of these, and we always have a good agony ants, aren't we? Helping people out with various different things.
Where's the agony ants, everybody? Myself and Phil, Ant Red and Ant Phil. That's what you can
Ant
call
Red,
us.
we are here to have a look at your scenarios and see if your life sucks or you deserve it.
Indeed, yeah.
So, shall I start us off?
Start us off then, Phil.
Mind your own business.
Oh, okay, thank you. I will then.
Mind it. Just mind your own business. Today, I'm so skinny that I was told to eat a burger while I was eating a burger.
I mean, two things.
What?
Yes, number one, stranger, please mind your own business. But at the same time, I feel like that could have been someone just trolling you. But
yeah, it sounds like trolling.
Yeah.
But don't worry, you're not. Don't worry, Guy. I'm in the same boat. I'm a very skinny bugger. I'm a very skinny bugger. In fact, I've been told by many people I need to eat more.
Yeah. Some people just have, very active metabolisms, and it just burns through, and you end up you just sort of stay very skinny no matter how much you eat. But that's not necessarily a problem. It's just the way your body works. So nothing to be worried about necessarily.
Have you heard who has? What creature has a very high metabolism? The hummingbird has such a high metabolism. Yeah, because it flaps its wings and it uses so much energy, has such high metabolism that if it doesn't eat every 2 hours, it will die from starvation.
Wow, nature putting some real pressure on that one.
But I think this is a troll.
Yeah,
it could be. It's safe to say this is probably a troll because you can quite clearly see you're eating a burger.
Indeed.
But yes, mind your own business. So your life sucks.
Yeah, I agree. Your life pretty much sucks on that one. But don't take it too to heart, OP, because at the end of the day, it's just one person in a million. So, you'll probably never see that person ever again. Okay.
Won't do.
On to the next one. You Big Child by Immature. Today, my girlfriend of 6 years burst into tears and said yes repeatedly when I presented her with a ring. I then had to explain that it was a promise ring, not an engagement ring. She looked me in the eye and dumped me on the spot. Apparently, promise rings are for teenagers, not couples in their 30s. I don't really know much about promise rings, but okay. I see there's quite a few people who've hit the...
You deserved it button on this one. I think a promise ring is like you give them a ring. It's to no, I'm not going to explain because I don't know.
Yeah.
I like in the process of so let us do a Google. What is a promise ring? Let's have a look.
Phil's
Google,
doing the background research, everybody. Phil's going to have the information in a second.
A promise ring is given as a symbol of commitment.
Okay.
Right.
What
does a promise ring mean? A promise ring signifies a promise to take the relationship serious. It also symbolises hope for the relationship future and development. It does not promise marriage, however, like engagement rings do.
Okay.
Okay.
This is a funny one. I guess it was you were just trying to make a nice gesture to your girlfriend. But at the same time, I'm looking at, your girlfriend of 6 years, so you've already been in the relationship quite a long time.
That's a lot. That's a fair whack.
Yeah. So I feel like, do you really need a promise ring at that stage? I think it's probably
might got
clear.
a bit confused. So promise ring's like a ring you give to say that you want to take this relationship seriously, but it's not there to get engaged, to be married.
I think, also, I don't know, it says couples in their 30s, so probably maybe it is time to start thinking about possibly settling down. I don't know. I feel like I can sort of see a bit on both sides here. Like promise ring, it just feels like, I don't know, if you've been in a relationship for 6 years, come on, do you want to take it to the next level or not? Do you want to get married, or are you just going to staying things where they are? So, I don't know. I can sort of see a bit of both in this one. Both life sucks and you deserved it. It's a tough one.
Yeah. Teenagers, but I don't think it's just dumped you on the spot.
Yeah, you could have probably tried talking about it, talk it out, and maybe she could just, tell you what her kind of feelings are, and that maybe she wants to kind of progress things on. At the end of the day, if you've given her a promise ring, then I'm assuming you, OP, would be interested in potentially keeping that relationship going, maybe taking it to the next level. So, yeah, dumping, I don't know. I feel like maybe this is one of those situations where perhaps a bit more context is needed, maybe a bit more information. Like, have you maybe talked about this before?
In the middle between them both on this one.
Yeah,
absolutely.
If there was a third option, then we could go with that one, but there isn't. So, yeah, there we are.
Righty-ho. Andrew, no data for you.
Oh,
no,
shit.
no data for you. Today, I got my first Android phone. Being aware that they are somewhat inclined to collecting data about you, I was still surprised when I had to tell the eBay app, of all things, that it wasn't allowed to know how much I exercise.
Wow, I agree, your life kind of sucks on that one. I guess eBay just wants to know if maybe there are any exercise products that you'd be interested in, but yeah, I mean, it's funny sometimes when you have
looking
apps.
At that, yeah. I mean, are you a person who likes to exercise a lot, like me? I'm a person I like going on walks and stuff. I can't go to the bloody gym though, can I?
Maybe it's secretly hacked into the camera on your phone. It's watching you and it's trying to tell you something. Get exercising, fatty. Deary me.
Get it? Yeah. Here's some exercise equipment just for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's not just Android phones that collect data. All sorts of things collect data.
They do. It's a bit funny sometimes when you look at like how many things these days kind of require data collection and stuff like that. And I can understand why someone would be a bit sort of, whoa, what the hell, when you have an app and it comes up with a request
it's not
for
good when
certain
things collect data. It's not good things, but I agree. I remember your Saving Hunted episode on the cybersecurity and everything, where you were talking about things collecting things like data like that, and it's not good. But sometimes they get the data. You can opt out into various things, but they collect the data to tailor-made. I know when you go into Amazon and you get a gift and they go recommended for you.
Indeed. And sometimes I think, quite often the repository where that data has been kept usually will be fairly secure. And, the problem is when I think companies just start using it and giving it away to third parties without your kind of knowledge, things like that. That's where just the questions.
Surely that goes against data protection, doesn't it?
Yeah, it depends.
And GDPR.
It depends, like, for example, if in the terms and conditions and the small print, technically there's like that one little line which says, we may sometimes share your data because you've technically signed to it. Yeah. They can say, well, we told you we're going to do this. So, but yeah, it's always in the small print.
You want to tick that box.
Indeed. Which is why sometimes, I know, it can be a bit of a slog, but sometimes it is worth just glancing over those terms and terms and conditions and whatever.
Yeah, no one reads them though, do they?
No, that's the problem.
So maybe a bit more.
That's how they get you. Yeah. Indeed. So, I think I'd go with your life sucks on that one.
Yeah, it's not really deserved it. Yeah. Okie dokie.
Right,
read us the next one.
So, one for you, Phil. You need to know your squatter's rights. Today I had the best date I've had in my life until after we ate and split an expensive dinner out. We came back to my place and she then told me she was homeless and wasn't looking to date, but for a couch to crash on. She won't leave. Happy fucking New Year. Ooh, that's an awkward moment.
Oh dear, so you basically pay for an expensive dinner out for her, which is can you be doing that in the current climate? But okay, that's just quite a while ago. But it says today, so
indeed, yeah. So I'd say agree. Your life sucks on this one, because at the end of the day, if you've been kind of led on there, and then on top of that, you have not given your consent to her being in your place, and this is just kind of sprung on you, then I would say, I don't know, do you not have the right really there to contact police and authorities and have her, removed? And,
Yeah, and it's also a bit annoying for you because you thought you've had a nice date and she's not interested in dating you at all. She just wants somewhere to have a sleep.
Indeed. Yeah. I know it's tragic and all that she's homeless, but at the end of the day, I do feel that basically telling someone, oh yeah, I'm going to go on a date with you, and then just sort of leading them on in that respect, only to say, actually, I've got this completely different motive, and I'm just going to crash on your couch without your kind of consent, and I'm not going to leave. At the end of the day, no offence to the homeless person, I'm sure your circumstances are absolutely awful, but at the end of the day, you are kind of imposing on someone else.
Also, where did you meet her? And how did you meet her?
Yeah. Interesting questions. So, I'd say agree your life sucks.
That one.
Indeed. Okay, over to you then, Phil.
That's a strange coincidence. Today, my boyfriend of 3 years hooked up with a girl who got herpes from a Michigan football player.
What? Oh dear.
My goodness me.
Yes. That's,
oh dear. I've got a bit of an STI.
Yeah. That's not good. Better get yourselves checked out at your local
clinic.
I
think you need to get down to the doctors pronto.
Yes, urgently. So it's definitely, I think, your life sucks on that one, to be honest.
I don't know why you deserved it.
Yeah.
If you get that, it can cause horrible things for you.
Indeed.
and ruin your life. Sexually transmitted diseases can absolutely ruin someone's life.
They can.
So get to the doctor as soon as you can. Get an appointment booked in.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, not much else to say about that one then, I think. Okay, next, which is literally the name of the post. Today I found out the first person I was able to open up to in nearly 10 years is already in a relationship. Well, your life sucks, but don't worry, I guess. There's plenty of people out there, plenty of fish in the sea.
Yeah, when you say open up, we're just talking about various different things, because you can still open up to someone who's already in a relationship, just not open up about, wanting to be together with them, but just talking to them and things like that can help.
Yeah.
But like, so there's plenty of fish in the sea.
Indeed, as cliche as it sounds, I'm sure there is someone out there who you will eventually, be able to form a very, productive and quite a rewarding relationship with. So, fantastic stuff.
It's a bit strange that you've only just found out they're in a relationship after 10 years.
Yeah. Interesting. Or is it saying first time I've been able to open up since the last occasion, which was roughly nearly 10 years ago. So
you found out they're in a relationship. Yeah.
I don't know. It's wording maybe can be a bit confusing, but I know that's just how I read it. But maybe it's just not much else for me to say other than your life sucks, but I'm sure it'll get better.
Sure. Oh yeah. Just keep thinking. There's lots of dating
away.
Sites.
Yeah.
And things that can help you out. Absolutely.
Indeed.
Okie dokie. Who goes there? Today, I live in a studio and I can hear really weird noises coming from my neighbours, my walls, my floor, and even inside, without knowing what did fall, scratch, or move. I seriously wonder if someone lives hidden in the walls. I don't know if I should call the cops, a psychiatrist, or an exorcist.
It's a funny one, now, isn't it?
Yeah.
Because sometimes when the building that I live in my flat, you sometimes hear people, banging around in the other flats occasionally from higher up, things like that. And it's funny, especially because I think there's someone in one of the flats directly above me who maybe works night shifts or something for wherever they work. And sometimes you just hear them coming in and out in the middle of the night, and so you can sort of just hear the muffled sounds of them going up and down stairs and whatever, or like plugging things in their flat. So sometimes it's mildly disturbing sometimes, but it's not too bad. But sometimes you get that with certain buildings. You can I don't know what it is. It's just sometimes I guess the way the building is structured, it causes sound to filter down in certain ways, or whatever.
Or you could generally have rats in the walls.
Rats,
you never know.
About that.
That can be a thing. Do you remember when you were younger, when your parents used to when your house used to make weird noises, and you're like, oh, what's it? Oh, it's just the house settling.
Yeah.
It's just settling. That's all it's doing.
Indeed. Yes. Yeah. After a hot day or whatever.
I mean, if it's constantly annoying, maybe you can try and find out what's going on. Maybe you can have a chat with your neighbours, see if they can hear it as well, or if work out what exactly is going on. Maybe they've been hearing it. You can all work together to try and work out what it is. Because if it is rats in the walls, then you'll need to get someone to clear them out.
Indeed. Maybe it's the psycho in the walls, Phil. Maybe it's like one of these crazy stories. X-Files theme coming in right there.
That's what we need.
Nice.
That's what we need right now.
Okay. I mean, I'll say, your life sucks on that one. It can be a bit odd sometimes, but I'm sure it's nothing particularly serious. Yeah. A spicy one we've got next, Phil. Doofus.
Ooh.
Today, I discovered that the father of my son cheated on me, but with fake sex bots that pretend to be real people. I don't know whether I'm more disappointed in him cheating or the fact that he couldn't even get it right.
Oh dear, with sex bots.
Oh god, so is that like those kind of profiles that you get every so often on social media sites where it looks, it usually has the very raunchy photograph.
And they're always like,
hey babe.
Hi there, and you're like, hey, and like, I'm 26, female, and from here. Yeah. And what you do is you need to try and trick them, because they've got like a set script. So I tried to fool them, because I got one on my PS4, a sex bot came through, on the chat system.
Oh dear!
And they were like, "What do you like to get up to?" And it's just like I like to what did I say now? I can't remember what I said, but I said I'm currently playing Red Dead Redemption or something like that.
Right.
And they're saying, ooh, what gets you off? I like looking at the horses. And she was like, oh, really? I do too. It's like,
how
what?
Convenient. Yeah.
Come on now.
What a coincidence. Indeed. yeah, your life definitely
But
sucks
they're on
that
scripts.
one.
That's the thing.
Yeah. It's
Yeah,
like,
sex bots are on scripts.
Yeah, it's like that thing where you're trying to catch the AI in a bit of a in a loop or a paradox. Indeed. So yeah, absolutely, your life sucks on that one. So at the end of the day, he's bad for cheating on you, but he's also an idiot for doing it with fake sex bots. I'm guessing he didn't even realise. Yeah.
And then they give you a link that probably gives you a virus or something like that. Yeah.
Absolutely. So yeah, your life sucks on that one. On to the next one then.
Absolutely, that's a life sucks. Okay, dad prank number 9866. Today, I had to basically ground my own husband after he tricked our 6-year-old son into getting his tongue stuck to a frozen pole.
Wow, that's friggin' dad skills 101 right there. That is. Hot damn.
I've just looked at the this FML is back. It was from back in 2013, but it's good stuff.
Okay, so it's actually an old one that's been just.
That's why that's why the Your Life Sucks and You Deserved It are quite high numbers.
Yeah, had plenty of time for people to vote. Indeed. Yeah, so not exactly a recent one, but we'll give our thoughts anyway on this one.
It's infamous, that, isn't it?
It is.
You put your tongue out, stick to a frozen pole, and that's it. Yeah. Well, that's a funny one. 46,000 in Your Life Sucks. That's unbelievable.
That is indeed. Man, I can just picture this scene where the dad is probably trying not to laugh too hard whilst the son is just stood there with his tongue froze, and the wife is probably absolutely going mental. Why'd you trick him into doing that?
Fun.
Deary me.
Yeah, you can't get
I know.
too mad. It's just a bit
too mad. Indeed. Embarrassing story though for the son when he gets older. You know, I imagine this is the sort of thing, right, that dad will be telling son's first girlfriend when he gets older. He's like, "Oh yeah,
you know what I did with our Jack here? Yeah, he got stuck to a frozen pole. Hey,
by his tongue." Indeed. Oh well, fantastic. So life sucks. Go ahead. Yeah, you can have that. But indeed. Okay, on to the next one. Can't compete. Today, my husband told me your job is easy. You do nothing but play and have fun with children all day. Mind you, I'm a toddler teacher and have 10 children in a day. When I come home from work, he complains he's tired because he was watching our only child, who's a toddler. Oh
come
dear.
on now.
Come on now, hubby.
You can't be going around saying that. Yeah, she works where she's with 10 children, and those 10 children are toddlers.
Yeah.
You know what toddlers are like?
Indeed.
They can be very hard work.
Attention-seeking and demanding. Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, absolutely.
I would not want to be someone who worked in like a kindergarten or a preschool or anything like that, because I can just see it being really energy draining.
Oh God, yeah, and the fact that you're not really doing much apart from that, they're not really doing much apart from playing with toys.
Yeah.
And that's what you're doing. That sort of. You're not doing any like proper learning of the stuff at the moment.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was wrong of your husband to say that.
Indeed.
Because he's only watching one child. Yeah.
The thing is, like, as a teacher with kids, it's not just about kind of organising what the kids are doing in the day necessarily. It's also, supervising, monitoring, and responding if there's any kind of problems. Like, you're tasked basically with keeping an eye on those children, making sure they're all right. So, it can be stressful.
Fighting.
Yeah. Well, there's no kind of like,
make sure they're not fighting. Make sure you hand out their milk.
Yeah. That's it. Exactly. So, yeah, your life absolutely sucks on that one. I think you need to drag your husband in to the kindergarten one day and actually show him and make him do the job, and then see if he says the same thing. Yeah. Indeed. Okay, next one then.
Life sucks, absolutely. There's no other one apart from life sucks on that one.
Absolutely.
Okay, on to the next one. UTI. Today, while studying in the library, I felt a sudden urge to pass gas. There were not too many people around, so I let it go while in my seat, and it went unnoticed. What caught the attention of everybody was the puddle slowly forming under my seat. Turns out, I farted so hard I pissed myself.
Oof, okay, jeez.
Oh dear.
Yep, need to go and get some attention on that one. Get something done about it.
I didn't know you could fart. I didn't know you could fart so hard you can piss yourself.
Well,
I didn't know that was a thing.
I think because, obviously, with all the muscles down there in the kind of groin area, and sometimes I think because those muscles are kind of connected a bit. Sometimes when you are relaxing on one end, it can cause the other end to relax as well, let's put it that way. So I can sort of see it, but yeah, that's very undignified and embarrassing. I understand that.
Yeah, especially if you're in a library, because lots of people can see you. I think it's a you deserved it on this one.
Yeah, you probably should have tried and hold it in until a more opportune moment. So I'll agree with you
follow
on that
through.
One. It's unfortunate, but
It's in bulletproof.
yeah.
On the shit side of it, yes.
The shit side of it. Nice pun there, Phil. Deary me. Terrible. How terrible of me. Okay.
How terrible.
Indeed. On to the next one then. Living the dream. Today and for the last few days, I've been playing farming life simulator games. It dawned on me that my fictional farmers will probably be more successful and social and rich and energetic than I will ever be in my entire life. Well, you need to
I mean, you've been doing a good job.
Yeah.
You're doing a good job. Thank you. Farming. Are we up to farming 2020 now? Probably something like that. Yeah.
Man, I won't be surprised if Farming Simulator 2021 is on the horizon already at this point. But
yeah, I mean it's a fun little game. I've seen the Yogscast, of course, do their own go of it, and it's just building your own farm and getting the upgraded equipment, and it actually looked quite interesting, I must admit, when I was watching it. And it's funny as well because I know there was moments of glitches and things like that.
Indeed. Do you remember Farmville back in the day on Facebook and things
like
that?
God,
Everybody seemed to fucking playing that.
There are these little farming games like that. One of the most famous is Stardew Valley.
Oh yes, indeed.
Animal Crossing, but that's where you got your own island.
Animal Crossing, I'd say that's more of like a social sim than a farming sim. That one, but yeah.
Stardew Valley is the big one, but Farming Simulator. But well, that's just going to show that you've done well with your fictional farmers. You're getting them to have the ultimate in the farms that you've got.
Yeah.
I've heard as well that my granddad used to be a farmer.
Oh right.
Way back when, and he started off doing the agrarian farming, isn't it one with cows? Animal farming, basically. Livestock
arable farming, livestock and arable,
livestock farming. And he just found it so difficult because just to cater to all the animals, so he decided to scrap that, just go into arable farming, just with crops.
And pastoral,
it was a bit easier than having to deal with animals.
So that's the thing with cows, for example. You have to get up really early in the morning to milk them. You have to make sure food and water needs are all met, things like that. You got to graze them. And then of course when they're in season, you got to get the calves and help them give birth, stuff like that. It can be it's a really hard lifestyle. So you got to be a kind of hardy person for it.
Absolutely, you've got to be up early, and you're up till late in the night as well.
Indeed. Your life sucks on that one, I'll say. Yeah, indeed. Over to you then, Phil.
No, because I did that one.
Oh, did you? Oh, right, it's me then. Sorry. Traditions suck.
Oh, no, I did that one, didn't you?
Oh, yeah, I did do that
Farming life. Yeah, sorry. Okay, traditions suck. Today, I found out the girl who ghosted me a month ago is engaged. Not only is she engaged, but she's in an arranged marriage. And not only is she going to be married, but she still has feelings for me.
Oof, yeah, that sucks.
It's a horrible circle, vicious circle here.
Indeed, yeah. That is very unfortunate, because it sounds basically like she hasn't really had a choice but to give up on you there, because arranged marriage.
It's very sort of custom, isn't it? Arranged marriage is in sort of like India area. That sort of area.
India, Pakistan, Asia, Middle East, kind of thing. I don't know. There's probably other cultures as well that use that practice of marrying like that for money and wealth and prosperity rather than necessarily for love. But it's kind of sad that. But certain traditions, they can suck sometimes, can't they? But I don't know if there's really anything you can do
hence
about
the title.
That one. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I agree very much. Your life sucks on that one there. It sounds like her life possibly kind of sucks as well if she still has feelings for you.
She wants to be with you. Yeah, you want to be with her. Absolutely.
Indeed.
Okay.
Ooh, a spicy one next, Phil. No sex for you. Today I realised that my fiancé is using our son to make sure we can't have sex. He's 2 years old and hasn't once slept in his own bed or crib. Oh dear.
Sounds like excuses here.
Yes.
But
has the spark gone from the relationship a bit here, possibly?
Well, it sometimes can happen, can't it, when you have children?
Indeed.
Sort of, because they do drain it out of you.
They do.
They are very, very draining. That's what I say. It's got good things. It's nice to have kids, but they can be very, very draining.
They do take a lot of your time and energy.
It's horrendous for people who want to sleep.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, maybe that's it. Maybe just when your son is a bit older and a bit more kind of independent, maybe the spark will come back into your romance. But we'll see. It's just perhaps sometimes the sacrifices
and then you can
have
shag
to make.
Each other senseless.
Yes, you can go at it like a pair of rampant rabbits. There you are.
That's it. Oh dear. That's yes. That's not a thing you ought to talk about. The rampant rabbit. Yes. Oh dear.
Deary me.
Yes.
Your life
yeah,
sucks.
but your life sucks on that one. Absolutely.
Yeah. Okay.
Where you been? Today, my boyfriend noticed a bruise on my hip. Apparently, he'd rather believe I'm cheating on him rather than I'm terribly clumsy at work.
You know, your life sucks. Dump him immediately if he's going to be like that, because that is a red flag.
A bit paranoid. Yeah, that's a bit paranoid and a bit clingy.
Yeah,
there.
it is. That could be
the way he's acting.
Red flag there.
Oh look, it's bloody Swindon again. It's all chaos.
Oh my God, it is.
Swindon.
I didn't even notice that. It's Swindon in the UK.
It's all bloody chaos in Swindon. Yes. Yeah.
So, absolutely, that kind of behaviour sounds like it could potentially lead to more like controlling and obsessive behaviour. So, genuine advice.
Does he not even believe it? Because in a relationship, you need that stable support.
Yeah, you need trust.
Strong and stable, as Theresa May would say.
Yes, indeed.
But yeah, he's got to. Surely you should have that. When you have that strong relationship, you realise that you're just being a bit clumsy and you've fallen over or whatever's happened.
That's the thing, you know, a good, strong, stable relationship has that trust element to it. And if someone is acting like this, incredibly paranoid towards you, that can be a sign potentially of worse behaviour down the line. That can, that sort of behaviour can ultimately turn out into things like domestic abuse of form and things like that.
Yes.
Like controlling and just, so seriously consider whether that's a red flag, OP, and whether that might be a sign.
Have a think.
Yes, you've got to be aware of these things.
That one.
Indeed. Okay. Whoops, everybody. Today I had a very important video call for my job. I hadn't used the particular app in a long time, so I hadn't checked my screen name. Turns out the last time I used it was in March with my friends, and my name was Euroslut. My employer saw it.
Ooh.
Oof, yeah. Hate to say it, but UDI, YDI, even, because you need to check that thing if you haven't used it in a long time.
Yeah, if you're using it with your friends, obviously I can see because you want to be a bit funny with your friends, but you should have checked that out.
Yes.
Hopefully. I mean, was it affecting clients and everything? Hopefully, it was just your employers saw it and they had a little bit of a laugh and a chuckle, and you could go away and change it. Just say, "I'll go and change it immediately." I'll go and change it immediately. Yeah.
Indeed, but yeah, it's just one of those situations where I think that sounds like it could have been easily avoided. So, kind of a bit of the onus is on you there for not perhaps preempting that. Just checking.
Slut.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. It's also like saying you're a slut.
Yes, you're a slut.
Oh dear.
Deary me. So, hate to say it, but kind of deserve that one. It feels like you kind of walked into that one, so...
Yeah, should have looked at your screen name, decided to change it and been with your friends, and then, should have...
There we go. Over to you then, Phil, for the next one.
Brotherly love. Today, I felt so lonely that I was almost jealous of the way Chris Cuomo and Don Lemon playfully expressed affection for each other on CNN.
Oh dear, it's kind of sad, but we all probably go through days where we all feel a bit lonely and we'd like some company.
CNN's like the news channel, isn't it, in the US?
Yeah,
it's
the
news channel. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
One
Indeed.
of them,
yeah.
There might be moments like that, but if you're feeling so lonely, maybe there's someone you can talk to. If you've got a friend or if you've got family, you can have a little chat to. Maybe.
If you haven't got anyone like that, then try and find someone like that. I'm sure there's plenty of places you can look, whether that's dating sites, whether it's just going out, maybe to I was going to say going out to a bar or something, but actually with COVID and all that might be quite challenging depending on where you are. Yeah. Well, then again, I'm sure there might be like things like support groups. Phone groups, maybe you can call just to talk to people. Yeah. So have a look online, see what maybe there's stuff like that that's available, just to have a chat or whatever, and get some human company. So your life sucks, but don't worry, there's always a light at the end of the tunnel. So
maybe you can get some ideas from your family as well.
Indeed. There you go. All right, on to the next one then, Phil.
Yes.
Baby's high. Today, I think my cat is getting high. Whenever she finds her drug of choice, she sniffs it, then rolls around in it, purring ecstatically. Typical catnip reaction, right? Wrong. It's my dirty underwear she's into.
Oh, dearie me. What's in there?
Yeah, what's going on? You've been hiding your catnip in there, OP?
Yeah, maybe putting it in there.
Yes.
Unless you're sprinkling your underwear with a bit of weed.
Wow. Yeah. Man, that's one way to take in the old weedsies that nobody's thought of before. Sprinkle it in your undercrackers. There we go.
That's right. What is it with cats and catnip? Why do they love it so much? What's inside catnip that really gives the reaction to cats?
I guess it is literally just for them kind of like a drug high, but I don't really know too much about it, and like kind of
It's
the
interesting,
science
isn't it?
behind
I
it.
suppose
But
like that.
yeah,
I suppose it's the thing that people have sort of tried to admit. I know, obviously, places like Amsterdam, where like weed is legal and everything, you go to the coffee shops, might be an interesting thing to try.
Indeed, yeah. Maybe there's a market there, Phil, to open a special cafe.
Dirty underwear for cats.
I was actually going to say
dirty underwear for cats.
I was actually going to say a drug cafe where you bring your cat along and they can have catnip whilst you just have a coffee. But yeah, that too, then, Phil. Oh dear. Yes, the dirty underwear cafe.
Oh God. Dear. Oh,
that probably
dear.
exists in certain parts
Skid
of the world.
marks everywhere. Oh
Yeah.
dear, oh dear.
Who knows? There we go. So,
Life sucks, I
life
think.
sucks. Yeah. Over to you then.
Smells like victory. Today, my girlfriend and her best friend have been in a contest to see who can go the longest without showering. They've just hit day 22. They smell so bad, I can't stand to be in the same room with them anymore. I'm really about to dump her.
Ugh. Yeah. I mean, I know obviously not everyone needs to shower every day, but God, 22 days. That is a lot.
22 days without showering.
Yeah.
Oh, the God, that's 3 weeks.
Indeed.
Just over 3 weeks.
I can't imagine
without
how she
showering.
smells. Yeah,
It
I
must
think.
smell absolutely dire.
Yeah, I think you need to sit down and have a chat and say, look, this is getting ridiculous. You need to have a shower, you need to wash, you actually stink real hella bad.
How many days do you think it would be before you actually do start smelling?
I mean, it depends on the person. Some people I think can go for quite a few days. Other people I think need to kind of shower more regularly.
Depends on the sweat. I mean, obviously,
yeah.
if you do a lot of exercise and things like that,
Oh, yeah,
you almost have
absolutely.
that every day.
Yeah.
It just depends on the sweat content. Or if you're Prince Andrew, you never sweat.
Yeah, indeed. You can go down to your Pizza Express in Woking whenever you want without having showered.
Oh God! Oh, you'll remember that.
Oh God, that was such a car crash of an interview that was. I didn't even watch it. I only saw small bits of it. I can tell it was bad. But good lord, yeah. So yeah,
it's girlfriend. You smell a bit whiffy, love. Get in shower.
Get in shower, yeah. And if she refuses to go, then push her into the bathroom and tell you not letting her out until she's showered. Yes, your life sucks on that one, definitely.
Big your life sucks, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Okay.
Very well. Okay. Odd one out then. So today I went to the mall with 2 friends. A modelling scout approached us and asked both of my friends if they were interested in modelling. When the scout finally noticed me, she asked me if I was their mom. We're all the same age. Oh, bit of a confidence knock.
You should just say, "Yeah, I'm a MILF."
A MILF. Wow. Just say that, yeah. If you want to embarrass your friends, then yeah, pretend to be their mother, indeed. Tell them that, you're not letting them do any modelling without your express consent and a check for royalties or whatever. I don't know.
But when the scout said that, yes, he could have thought you were a sexy mom. Let's not think about that. Let's think about that as well.
Maybe, who knows? Yes, but yeah, your life sucks on that one. But
it's a bit of a shame.
It's a bit of a shame. But don't worry, don't fret too much about it. OP, I'm sure you are beautiful in your own way.
We're all beautiful in our own way, Andrew. That's what we
Indeed.
need to make sure of.
Yes.
Exactly.
Exactly.
Okay, live through this. Today, my girlfriend walked out on me because she realised she doesn't love me enough to go through a second lockdown with me and our 2-year-old daughter.
Oof. Oh dear.
Well, you could have avoided a red flag there. Maybe
Yeah.
that's come through.
I feel like if there's a sign there that the relationship probably wasn't going very well. I would imagine for her to just wander out on you and the daughter like that. So maybe it's for the best. Who knows?
I think here it could be very well be for the best.
Yeah.
Because you might have some issues in the future.
Indeed.
That
If
you'll have to work through.
if it's possible, maybe have a chat and just find out if there's any sort of information on where things went wrong, so that for the future, maybe there's something about yourself, your personality that maybe needs changing or whatever. But at the end of the day, it's unfortunate. Yes, it's horrible when that kind of thing happens, but it happens sometimes.
Oh, it's a shame. It's a shame. This lockdowns and COVID are just. I think they will have ruined a lot of relationships,
Yeah.
unfortunately, with the way we're in. Yeah, such a shame.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay. Abusive. So today my dad threatened to hit me if I didn't tell him what I had in my homework. He thinks I won't keep secrets from him this way. There's a reason I kept secrets in the first place. Oof. Yeah.
Okay,
Not,
well, you shouldn't have
nice.
it. You shouldn't have your parents threatening to hurt you in any sort of way.
No.
I mean, it's not like the old days where you had the put them across your lap and belt them with belt.
Yes, indeed. But that is a strange, thing to do, and yeah, that does sound kind of a bit abusive, if I'm honest. Just like threatening to get physical with someone just because they won't tell you something.
Never feel like that with a parent.
Yeah.
It's always good to have nice parents. When I eventually have kids, I'll make sure I'm a nice parent.
Yes.
My parents were lovely to me. I'm sure your parents were lovely to you.
Indeed, yeah.
It's always nice to have fantastic parents and grow up with them as they treat you with respect.
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
Yeah.
So, I know.
Well,
yeah,
it's
I
a
think
life sucks.
It's a life sucks. Yeah, nothing really else for us to say on that one. Over to you then, Phil.
Okay, A for effort. Oh, it's a spicy one time. Today I thought I would spice things up a bit. I rocked my man's world, but in the kitchen. Apparently, some of his cum must have got on the tiles because I slipped on it 15 minutes later. In doing so, I smacked my head on the fridge.
Oof. Oh dear.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Good gracious me, this is certainly spicy.
That is very spicy indeed. So, you decided to,
have
get
a bit
spontaneous.
of fun
In the kitchen of all places.
And then it went a bit of the on the tiles and then bang straight into the fridge. Ooh, I can feel that now. That must hurt.
Guess you just need to be a bit more diligent when it comes to cleaning up. Shall we put it that way?
Need to clean up a bit better as well.
Yes, perhaps. Oh man, but that sucks for you. But at the end of the day,
I think in this case, it sucks that you had the slip, but I think you deserved it with the fact that you didn't clean it all up.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, maybe we just throw our hands up in the air and say it doesn't matter. Had sex.
Yeah, do that.
Indeed.
What happens if there's those tiles that have the gaps in between? It slides between. Oh dear.
Like little,
we need to move on to this one.
Yes, we need to move on.
Okay.
There we go.
Yes.
Cruising for a bruising. Today I was beaten up by a complete stranger for giving her a dirty look. I can't see my own face.
Right. Well, straight away, ring the police.
Yes, that's
you need to get on with the police.
For that is fucking assault. And
that is assault.
That is
assault. That's a crime. What they've done there is a crime.
Yeah.
Well, unless they're just pissed off, you need to call the police straight away.
Indeed, yeah.
I hope you did that. Didn't just fucking do and upload to this site rather than not call the police. You should have called the police. Because if it's that bad that you can't see, they've bruised your face so bad that you can't see it properly. It sounds like they've actually made your eyes puff up.
Oh, I thought it meant that he was. The person who posted was just being a bit sarcastic in the sense of, well, I can't see my own face, how do I know I'm giving you a dirty look, kind of. I thought it was meant like that, but, point still stands. It's assault. You need to call the police on that one, but, yeah. I mean, at the end of the day, are there witnesses around who might be able to...
you're outside,
who might be able to back you up, vouch for you, that you weren't really doing anything wrong. Because at the end of the day, somebody giving you a dirty look is no grounds for behaving in such a way towards someone, so there you go.
I think you're right. The I can't see my own face is, I think, the sarcastic bit, not the fact that they punch them so hard that their eyes puffed up and they couldn't see themselves.
Indeed. Unless it literally, like you say, means that way, that perhaps it was, I don't know, maybe that's just one of those things perhaps that maybe the OP needs to clarify. I can see why you maybe thought that, because it could mean that as well, potentially, but yeah, I just read it as meaning, the OP being sarcastic.
Get onto the police.
Yeah, agree your life sucks.
Compassion. Today, I'm exhausted and sore from a long night of pulling semis out of the snow. My wife is pissed because I want to sleep instead of be with her. Every time I drift off, she starts doing things like loudly unloading the dishwasher or standing by our bedroom door talking loudly on the phone.
Oof, yeah. You maybe need to have a chat with your wife and just tell her, look, I'm exhausted and sore. I've been pulling semis out of the snow.
They're big, massive fucking trucks.
Yes, indeed.
Lorries, and obviously that's a big old job. Especially because if you're doing that by yourself in your hands, then you should be on the world's strongest man competition.
Yeah, imagine if it was like world's strongest man.
Pulling the semis out of the snow. That is such a crazy show. That
I
know. Putting these ropes on over their shoulder and pulling like jumbo jets.
Yeah,
like
crazy stuff.
I know. But yeah, your wife should be a bit more lenient with you.
Yeah, bit more consideration there. Because you know, at the end of the day, she can see you're working hard. And the thing is, it's a long night, so you're on a night shift by the sound of it here, which probably makes it even worse. Probably makes you even more tired. So at the end of the day, you know, whilst I'm sure the OP could find time to, you know, spend some time with the wife, but this is just a bit out of order on the wife's part to expect the OP to
and then
be
she's
giving
because
attention to her.
when you put plates together in the dishwasher, they can't have clatter.
Oh yeah, indeed. So your life sucks on that one. Yeah, we're with that majority there. Indeed. It's me, isn't it? Healthcare for all. Today, thanks to America's opiate epidemic, I can no longer receive the pain management. That should probably say. I require for broken ribs. Oh dear, that's not good. Yeah, that's unfortunate.
That's a bit bad. Yeah. Oh, have you broken your ribs? Have you fallen over, or do you have to have CPR performed on you? Because that could be broken ribs as well. But that's not good, because obviously broken ribs are extremely painful.
Yeah, especially that because obviously every breath you take, you can feel it. No.
Every breath you take,
you can feel it.
No, not that song.
Sorry, I was just making up my own lines, my own.
Oh right, I was singing "Every Breath You Take" by the Police.
Oh right, is that what you were doing? Sorry, don't know music too well, but there you go. Indeed.
Although no, your music knowledge is improved. But yes, I was singing "Every Breath You Take" by the Police.
Oh,
famous for being fronted by Sting.
Oh,
yes.
Sting. There you go. Indeed. So yeah, life sucks on that one.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Why would that be you deserved it?
God knows.
Why on
Some
earth
people are
would
just
that be you deserved
trolling,
it?
I guess.
Yeah.
Okay, to you.
Shove it, lady. Oh, that's me. Today, my neighbour complained that the trailers and sheds in my yard are ruining her view. The same neighbour who built her house right above my property, thereby ruining my view and leaving not even enough space for a hedge in between.
This sounds like one of those situations that could
hypocrite.
escalate. Yeah. Indeed. This sounds like a typical neighbours
you've got
dispute.
To have good neighbours. Yeah, it's not nice to have neighbours that you don't get on with. Just say right back to her. You need to say right back to her. Right, okay, the trailers and sheds are ruining your view, but so is your bloody house. It's ruining my view. So do you want to come to some sort of midway? I will move the trailers and sheds if you can
destroy your house.
Stop it.
Yes, flatten it.
Destroy it. Bomb it.
Get the wrecking ball out. With Miley Cyrus perched on top of it.
I came in like a wrecking ball.
That's a beautiful little harmony there between our two voices. Yeah. Indeed.
Got talent, I really do.
I'd say your life sucks on that one, but I think this is one of the situations where, you know, try and be a bit restrained, because it sounds like one of those typical neighbour disputes that could easily end up escalating and getting out of control. So, always have the phone to hand if she starts getting a bit crazy and you need to call the police, but don't yourself try and sort of push it. You know, just try and be reasonable, and if she chooses to escalate things, then that way, you know, you have grounds in which to be in the right, if that makes sense.
Yeah. Neighbours from Hell. That's a TV show as well.
It is indeed. I assume it's still on from time to time. I remember it from my childhood.
Yeah, it's Channel 5, is it? Or something like that, yeah.
Yeah. Okie dokie, deception, Phil. Today I found out that my husband, who was supposed to be in PA school, dropped out 6.5 years ago and never even received his bachelor's. He started lying to me before we were even a year into dating. Wow. Hot damn.
Dear.
That's something pretty big to actually lie about, that is.
Yeah, getting a bachelor's is sort of a step into getting stuff for a good job, isn't it?
Yeah.
As well.
Bachelor's degree or whatever, undergraduate degree. So, I mean, yeah, your life sucks very much on that one. You see, I'd be a bit worried there if he's kind of prepared to lie about something that big. You know, you'd be worried. Is there anything else he's lying about?
What else is being lied about? What else is going on in that, and what's going on? And that's 6.5 years ago as well.
Oh, yeah.
That's
so he's been going. He's had you going there for quite a while, which is not good. So yeah, I agree. Your life sucks on that one.
Yeah, that's. I'm sorry to hear about that, but you need to have a bit of a word with him. Absolutely.
Indeed.
Okay.
Yes. Over to you,
okay. People are people. I mean,
yeah,
you're not wrong. That is certainly cannot be a statement. That. Today, after almost 2 months of working from home alone, I was out walking. and heard two guys talking. One was sitting in his car smoking weed. The other was standing next to the car telling how he's tested positive today. Maybe not mention you're COVID positive when you're not supposed to be in public at all.
Oh dear.
Oh, for crying out loud. And this is why we're fucking going into lockdown.
Yes.
Because you're not fucking doing what you should be and staying home and things like that.
Indeed.
Yeah.
It gets, some people just, I don't know if they're oblivious or they just don't care. And you just think to yourself, why? Come on now. Be reasonable. It's like, no matter how careful you yourself are, there's always that one person. All it takes is just that one person who is not observing the guidelines closely enough to just ruin everything. Oh dear. But
What I would have done is just the moment he said that he was tested positive, wound up the window and driven off as fast as I could. Just
Floor it.
Fuck off you, and then straight to the doctors. Yeah.
Yes, indeed. So your life sucks very much on that one, OP.
That's just stupid.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. That's stupidness.
Yeah.
Okay, and looks to
Final
be
one.
the last one.
So,
yes, off
USA.
we go then, Andrew.
Number one. Today,
USA number one.
oh, I hope Phil's got something to say about this.
UK number one. Yeah.
Oh, this one might be a bit political, this might be. Today I live in the same country that deployed the National Guard to suppress peaceful Black Lives Matter protests, yet allowed a bunch of psychotic Trump supporters to break into the Capitol. I'm ashamed to be human now.
God, no. Yeah, this event that happened
crazy.
a few days ago. Yeah. Utterly astounding.
I know.
Just because just fuck off. Trump's gone. He's left. Just let Joe Biden come in.
He's lost the election. It's crazy though, because I know people have the right to get verifications of election results and things like that if they wish, to make sure it's absolutely true. But the thing is, like, the US election has been through so many audits and verifications now that how many more do you want? I think it's not just been verified by authorities within the US. The Organisation for Security and Cooperation in Europe has also independently done a verification and said we didn't really see anything particularly untoward in this election. Biden has won sufficient electoral college votes. He will be the next president.
And the National Guard, not suppressing this, but suppressing peaceful Black Lives Matter protests. What are you playing at?
I know. The problem is,
what actually are you playing?
It's just, I don't know, he's getting kind of very political, this one, and, whilst we don't want to get kind of too sort of bogged down in that, there is kind of a certain level of difference in how responses to that particular protest back in the summer compared to this one here, so, it is kind of notable in that regard, but, yeah, I think... we'll not get too bogged down in that, given how political it is.
No, we better not, because there's people with all sorts of views out there.
Indeed.
Awesome. We don't want to, but yeah, I can see why you're saying that. That shouldn't have happened. No matter what stance you're on, if you are pro Trump or con Trump, then you would even think that you shouldn't allow these supporters just break in.
I know.
And then you go to these peaceful Black Lives Matter protests that were suppressed.
Yeah. The thing is, like, there's a lot of kind of a lot of people who sort of say that, the Black Lives Matter protests, it's just Antifa and all this, and they say, but the thing is, like, a lot of people sort of talk about this idea of Antifa, but nobody really kind of knows what sort of group that actually is, or if there even is kind of an organised group called that. And so it's just like, let's all just calm down and maybe take a step back. And
they do matter. That's the thing. Yeah. Look at the past for black people. Oh my God, it was horrendous. We were diabolically horrendous, having them as slaves.
Indeed.
And doing things like that.
It's not like
it was just horrendous.
It's not a rewriting or sort of some kind of revision of history to say this stuff happened, and it does have a legacy that still has an impact on politics today. It's not kind of woke necessarily or kind of wrong for people to point that out, because it does have an impact, and we're still kind of seeing that impact today. So at the end of the day, it's something important that needs to be talked about. So there you go. But let's kind of, I think, leave it on that one, shall we there, Phil, before we start going kind of too far into the political weeds. So there you go. Hope you enjoyed that round of F My Life. So thank you for joining me there, Phil.
Some interesting scenarios and interesting little things we've gone through. It's always interesting, this, because for good thing about this is it updates every single day. There's always a new one. Yeah,
indeed. So we always get new ones whenever we come back to this thing. So hope you enjoyed that. Hope you found our Agony Ant advice quite entertaining to listen to, or informative, or helpful. Dare we even say something? Yeah. Facebook and Twitter links down below, along with the link to my propagandist channel for anyone interested. On that, if you enjoyed, don't forget to leave a like, comment, subscribe, all that jazz, and we'll see you for another round of FML whenever we decide to do another one. Goodbye, everybody.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Clearly it didn't go well. Oh, jeez. Well, hello there. This is the laundry room, apparently. Yeah, we always seem to get fan service every so often, don't we? Katoa slightly crept into the laundry room. I can't speak all of a sudden. Oh, right, we're getting all the fan service, it seems. To her chagrin, the captain and the doctor are already there, both with disappointed expressions. Oh, hey guys, what brings you here?
This is all your fault!
Okay, Sarah's just going straight for the B word, it would appear. You bit! Erica stretched out an arm in warning.
What the hell?
Yeah, I was going to change this one. Yeah, Katoha, I saw the security video, we know what you did. Oops. It was just supposed to be a prank, you know. It wasn't supposed to be all that mushy. I just wanted to cover you guys in a dry flour, you know, like in those older prank videos.